Hey, everybody, it's Trucker Randy Bishop of Your Defending Fathers on the Patriot Voice Radio Network, 97.7 FM, WCHY Sheboygan, as well as yourdefendingfathers.com. And today we're talking with one of our sponsors, Tim Roberts from patriotsrelief.com, Patriots Relief Products. Good morning, Tim.
Good morning, Trucker. How are you?
We're good. Hey, one of the things I wanted to talk to you about today is what is patriotreliefs.com website products, the CBD products that you guys have. What is CBD products? What isn't it? And I guess my first question, Tim, is it marijuana?
Yeah, that's a good one. Yeah, I hear that all the time. And actually, that was my initial hesitation to get involved in the CBD industry was my thought that it was associated with marijuana. But as I did my research, because the friend that was sharing this with me was really persistent, so I did my research and found out that CBD is basically a cannabinoid. It's a phytocannabinoid. It comes from a plant, and that plant is industrial hemp. And as you know, industrial hemp has been around for centuries. All kinds of things are made out of industrial hemp. It just happens to be the most prevalent source of CBD available. So they extract the CBD from these plants, and that's where we get our CBD.
Right. So it is definitely not marijuana.
No, and because it's industrial hemp, it does have it's engineered or grown so that it has the least amount of THC. Now, understand something. THC is just another one of the many cannabinoids. We call them minor, where CBD is the major cannabinoid. And then there's the minors in industrial hemp. THC is one of the minors. But we have a technology that allows us to extract that THC completely out of some of our products if we need those products for people that would maybe get tested for THC and can't have that. So we call those our broad spectrum products. Otherwise, everything else is full spectrum.
Got it. And how long has Patriots Relief been around?
So we started in 2018. Our great real president, Donald Trump, signed the Farm Bill Act in 2017, which kind of opened up the doors for all of this. And we started in 2018. And at that time, we really researched who we wanted to work with, their products. We wanted to only offer the very best products because there's lots of different CBD companies out there. You can buy it in a lot of different places, but you really want to make sure what you're getting is the best that you can get. And that's what we did, and we are still working today with the exact same suppliers that we started with back in 2018. So we're really proud of our association and our partnership with those companies.
And all of those suppliers and vendors that you work with, they're all right here in the United States.
Oh, yes, absolutely. Everything Patriots Relief is USA, start to finish, all organically grown plants. So just the best. We just wanted to focus on just the best, give the best price for the absolute best products.
Absolutely. Now, explain to the people exactly how CBD works. What does it do in our bodies? Do we have it in our bodies already? Explain exactly how CBD products work.
Yeah, that's a great question, Trucker. So I can get really deep into the weeds on this, but I'm going to try to keep it as 30,000 foot level here for you. There's something that the scientists for however long, centuries, did not know exist in our body, and that's called an endocannabinoid system. I call it God's superhero system. It's in all animals and some or most vertebrates. So this system is designed to maintain balance or homeostasis in the body. So it has, in simple terms, it requires these cannabinoids, which is what CBD is. CBD is a phytocannabinoid. It's required to make its own. It's supposed to produce two different cannabinoids, and these cannabinoids are what I call the worker bees. They go out into your body and they communicate with these receptors, CB1 and CB2 receptors, and you have these receptors all over your body, and these cannabinoids communicate with those, and its purpose is to find things that aren't quite right, that are out of balance in our body. Like say in your case, a shoulder injury of some sort,
Sure.
And there's pain, extra pain there. So they sense that, and they send the signal to dilute that, to minimize it, to regulate it, to, just to make you feel more comfortable. Same thing goes with like our sleep. So they're in our brains. They're just
I want to hold you up on pain though, because what you're talking about is it actually affects the pain receptors. Like you mentioned, my shoulders. I had my right shoulder replaced. My left shoulder's been surgically repaired back from when I played football, back when I was a truck driver. I'm 66 years old. So as we get older, you have these aches and pains. So what you're saying is CBD affects the pain receptors in the body is what you're basically describing.
Yeah, exactly. So pain is the number one reason people purchase CBD. Number two is stress and anxiety, right? So when we get, overwhelmed with stress and anxiety, those receptors pick up on that. Those little worker bees, the cannabinoids out there, they pick up on that. They signal the system to calm all of that down. So pain, number one, stress, anxiety, and then sleep. Those are like the top three reasons why people purchase CBD. Now, there's many other benefits. There's one, just a quick funny story. People all the time, one of the things they ask, are there any side effects to taking CBD? And I says, oh, there's just tons of them. But we call those benefits instead of side effects, because there's just so many benefits to CBD.
Well, since Vicki and I have been on the products now almost a year, I took it originally as a test to make sure that I didn't get high and, was going to be all groggy in the morning and things like that. Primarily for the pain in my shoulders and my hips, my knees. I mean, I'm a football player, so back in the day, so, I have all those pains. But then I started realizing and seeing, like you say, the benefits, side effects was I felt a lot less stress throughout the day. I seemed to be a lot more calm, working after the show 9 to noon, Monday through Friday, then, dealing with the radio station and advertisers and the banks and dealing all the things that we do. It gets pretty stressful. And then following the news and what we do every day, Michigan news, Michigan politics, man, there's a lot going on. I felt myself being a lot more calmer, but where I really noticed it, Tim, the third main reason you say is sleep. I could not believe how deep the sleep is, how my watch, I have an app on my watch that actually monitors how much sleep I get. It actually monitors exactly how much light sleep versus deep sleep, and started taking your products, man. My deep sleep went through the roof. I'm up to like 2.5, 3 hours of deep sleep every night. So explain exactly how that works in the body with regards to sleep and how it affects CBD products affects your sleep abilities.
Yeah, you're talking about the quality of sleep. I mean, we can all go to bed at a certain time and wake up at a certain time, but it's the quality of sleep that we get in those hours, right? We're all limited to how many hours we get sleep. And for most of it, it's a small amount. We've got so much that's going on throughout our days. So CBD works in, like I said, many different benefits. So it's going to help settle that brain down a little bit. When it's time to go to sleep, you usually find yourself laying there thinking about all the things that happened today and all the things that are going to probably happen tomorrow and how you're going to deal with them. And it just settles all of that stuff down. It's called homeostasis, the balance. It's trying to get balance back. And it doesn't make you don't feel different, really. And I think you can attest to this too. You don't feel like, oh, wow, I feel a certain way. It's just a calming effect that just takes some of that stress and anxiety away. But then it also works on that sleep cycle that you were talking about, that getting into the good quality sleep throughout the night. But it gets, over time, it gets that sleep cycle working the way, sorry about that, phone rings. It works on that sleep cycle and makes it so that the sleep that we're getting is good quality sleep.
Right, absolutely. And I'll go ahead and let you mute your cell phone there.
It's muted, but when family calls,
oh, priority
anyway.
I gotcha. Well, one thing I want to get clear too on this point is that we actually, our bodies naturally produce CBD or the cannabinoids that you talked about in our bodies when we're younger and we have health and things like that. But sometimes through environment or as we get older, the body slows down that production of CBD. Explain that to the people.
Right. So that was back to what we were talking about, the endocannabinoid system. You can call it the ECS just for simple
Okay.
way of handling it simple. But you can Google ECS and you can see, hey, benefits and what does the ECS control in our bodies. But the ECS, like I said, I could get really deep into the weeds on this, but it's better to stay simple. So
we
ECS,
produce it. We produce it ourselves, right?
Exactly. God's superhero system is supposed to produce 2 of these cannabinoids itself. And either environment or genetics, or like you say, with age, that system slows down or stops producing our own cannabinoids. They call it clinical endocannabinoid deficiency syndrome. There's a mouthful for you, trucker.
Sure.
Clinical endocannabinoid deficiency syndrome. And that's just simply saying our body's not producing those cannabinoids. Or so in other words, it's really not producing the CBD that we now have to take from a plant, phytocannabinoids. That CBD coming into our system is the worker bees or the fuel for that system to work the way that it's supposed to.
Got it. So there's so many benefits. And when people go to the website, Tim, patriotsrelief.com, and for the record, folks, my listeners and people watching this video, if you use the promo code TR1, Trucker Randy 1, Tim and his company offers 40% off plus free shipping, and also a way to track his advertising. But there's so many different products when you go to the website. There's gummies, there's drops, there's all kinds of cream. Explain to folks basically how many different types of these products can somebody take at the same time, or should they take them individually? How does that work?
So most people have heard of tinctures. This is the oil. Let's see right here. That you put underneath your tongue. You put, depending on how big you are, what strength you're taking, you put that under your tongue. It's absorbed into your bloodstream right away. So that form of CBD goes into your bloodstream and gets to work right away. Then we also have our gummies, which, you chew those up, and some of that process starts in your mouth and gets right into your bloodstream, but the rest of it goes into your digestive tract. So it's kind of more of like a time release method. And then we have our soft gels, which you just swallow like you would any, other supplement that you're taking. And that's probably the most time release because it takes a while for that to go through your digestive tract and it gets absorbed that way into your system, but all ultimately ends up into our bloodstream. And then we have topicals. Our number one selling intensive relief rub or maximum relief rub, it just depends on when you buy it. But then the soothing relief gel, and that's more of muscle type things. So all of these products kind of work together to get the effect. And what was your question again, Trucker?
Well, basically what you're saying then, you can take it internally, but you can always take it topically.
There you go.
In fact, they can work together and have a synergistic effect, basically.
Absolutely. So, like I know you with your shoulder, I had gout in my toe. I couldn't even bend my toe anymore before I started with our topical, and you just rub that on there. And it's like I never had it for the most part. I mean, it gets a little achy once in a while now, and I'll put some more on there, and it feels great again. Last night was the night that I had to put some on it. Now it feels great again today. But getting the CBD going internally is the first thing. We really need to do that. I mean, I couldn't say the first thing because you do them at the same time, but it's the most important. We want to get that system, God's superhero system, working the way that it's supposed to work, and then use the topicals to address, immediate pain. I always tell people, if you can rub the location spot pain, you can rub it, then put some of that on there and rub it in. I mean, I've heard so many people have told me so many things. I didn't share this on the show the other night. Somebody called me last week. He was with his family. He just got his products, and his brother-in-law was suffering from pain from kidney stones. He says, I don't know if this will work, but try some of this. And his brother rubbed it on his back where he had the pain from the kidney stones. His brother was like, do you mind if I just keep this and you can order yourself a new bottle?
He'd love it.
So he did.
It took care of it. I love it. Well, now there's products for us humans, but you also have products for our four-legged friends as well, our dogs especially.
Exactly. Dogs, cats. Like I said, this system is in all animals, but most all of us have a dog or have had a dog, and we know as they get older, they start getting slower. Going on the walks, they just can't go as far. They can't jump up into the truck anymore or climb up onto the bed. They're just getting sore. Yeah. And this is a game changer. And this is what I always tell people, this is the great placebo. Like, that dog has no idea what you're giving it or what it's supposed to do. And the change is just, it's almost immediate, that a dog that could only maybe go for a walk for a block now can walk for 4 or 5 blocks like it used to. It's really amazing what these products do for that, supplementing that system and getting your body back into balance and maintaining that homeostasis.
Now, when people go to the website, patriotsrelief.com, there's a lot of packages, individual items, like you say, the drops, the gummies, the formulas, the rub formulas and everything. But also, instead of just trying to order off the website, you guys have a great phone number. I love your phone number, 877-230-1776. People can pick up the phone and ask you questions so that you can ask them questions about what's hurting them, what's causing them pain, what's causing them stress, they're having sleep issues. You can actually describe to them which products you think would be the best ones for them to purchase.
Right. It's so, when you go to the website, you'll see there's so many different products, and it is, it's a head scratcher. Like, what should I do? And it's great. Just pick up the phone. Either one of my daughters or myself will answer the phone, and we'll gather a little bit of information. And from that information, we can kind of give some recommendations. We can't prescribe anything because we don't want to get in trouble, but
right.
We can make recommendations for you. And all of our products are guaranteed, empty bottle guarantee, money back, 30 days, no questions asked. Now, I don't even pay attention to that 30 days because some people it takes 30 days for products to really start working. So I just tell people, don't worry about it. We stand by our products, and we've only ever had to honor that money back guarantee twice since 2018. So
fantastic.
The products work. We only sell the cleanest and best products. It's just what we strive to do. And we take care of our customers. So give us a call. Absolutely. Tell us what's going on with you. We'll ask a few questions, and we'll have a really good idea what would work out real well for you.
Very good. So I'm going to wrap it up with this. Again, the phone number, 877-230-1776. Also the website, Patriots Relief. Patriots is plural. patriotsrelief.com. Be sure to mention TR1 so you get a 40% discount and free shipping if you use the promo code. So, Tim, we greatly appreciate you being part of the show today, and we thank you very much for being one of our sponsors, and thank you for absolutely improving the lives of so many people here on the Patriot Voice Radio Network.
Hey, thank you, Trucker. We really do appreciate the opportunity to talk to you and talk to your listeners, and God bless you for everything you do, and God bless all of your listeners.
You as well, sir. Thank you. God bless.
Thank you.
I'm Trucker Randy. We'll be right back.